You wake up. Your alarm is screaming at you. It's 7 a.m. You know for a fact it's morning. But you look out your window, and it is pitch black. I mean, deeply, terrifyingly wrong. Today, we're going to dive into a thought experiment that pushes our world right to the edge. What if, one day, the sun just didn't rise?
And that's it. That's the moment it begins for every single person on the planet. You know this isn't an eclipse, it's not some crazy storm. The most basic rhythm of your life, of all life, has just completely shattered. You grab your phone, you check the news, and the reports are exactly the same. From London to Tokyo, the sun is gone.
You know what happens next? Within minutes, social media just explodes. A tidal wave of pure confusion and fear washes over the entire planet as millions of people start sharing pictures of this impossible darkness. It's the first real confirmation that this isn't some local fluke. No, this is happening to everyone, everywhere, all at once.
And here's where it gets truly terrifying. It's the sheer impossibility of it all. Astronomers scramble, and they confirm the sun is fine. It's still there, 93 million miles away, burning bright as ever. But somehow, its light, its warmth, just isn't getting to us. It's like a switch has been flipped in the vast emptiness of space between us and our star.
So that initial mystery, that what is going on feeling, well, that gives way to a much more immediate and horrifying reality. We're about to walk through how the first 24 hours spirals from confusion into a complete, full-blown catastrophe for civilization. Just look at this timeline. It shows you exactly how fast everything falls apart. In just 1 hour, the world panics. By hour 4, a deadly cold starts to creep in. And halfway through this single day, the very foundation of life on Earth begins to crumble. By hour 24, well, that's the point of no return. You know, the real tipping point hits at hour 12. It's when the engine of our planet just shuts down. Photosynthesis stops. Dead. In the oceans, phytoplankton, the absolute base of the entire marine food web, they start dying off on a massive scale. This isn't just about trees in your backyard. This is the beginning of a biological extinction event, starting from the very bottom up. And while the planet's biology is collapsing, so are our minds. Think about it. We are hardwired for the cycle of day and night. It's in our DNA. When that fundamental truth is just broken, it triggers a deep, primal fear. Mass panic, society breaking down, it all follows pretty quickly. This number right here shows you the brutal physical reality. By the end of that first day, the planet isn't just chilly, it is lethally cold. Without the sun's constant energy, Earth is just bleeding heat out into space. At minus 20 Fahrenheit, being outside for any length of time becomes a death sentence. Okay, let's move into the second day. Because if 24 hours was the point of no return, then 48 hours is when our planet basically transforms into a frozen tomb, something totally alien and hostile to the life it used to nurture. After only 1 day, nearly a third of the human population is gone. The first to go are the most vulnerable, of course, the very young, the elderly, and anyone in a place with less infrastructure. And that remaining 70%, they're now in a desperate fight for survival. And all those systems that we take for granted every single day, gone. The desperate need for heat overloads power grids, which causes massive blackouts. Water pipes freeze solid and then burst. No power, no water, means no sanitation. People start burning anything they can find inside to stay warm, leading to widespread carbon monoxide poisoning. Every single pillar of modern life just crumbles to dust. And the cold, it just keeps getting worse. At minus 40, something interesting happens. Fahrenheit and Celsius are the same. It's just unimaginably cold. Your exposed skin would freeze in less than 5 minutes. The entire world is now colder than the most brutal Arctic winter, everywhere. So, where are the last shreds of humanity? They're huddled together in the only places left on Earth with any heat, deep underground near geothermal vents, or inside the containment buildings of nuclear power plants. But let's be real, this isn't living. It's just a slow, cold, dark wait for the end. So, we've seen the horrifying effects, but the question that would haunt any survivor is, how? How could any of this even happen? And the potential answers are, in some ways, even more terrifying than the darkness itself. Well, the scientists could only guess, but the theories are all world-breaking. I mean, a rogue planet or something would have probably ripped us apart with gravity first. A giant cloud of dark matter? Maybe, but we'd never be able to see it.
And then you get to the really chilling ideas. That some hyper-advanced alien civilization just decided to turn our lights off. Or even weirder, that we're all just living in a computer simulation and someone, somewhere, just changed the code.
But here's the thing. What's undeniable, no matter which theory you pick, is that there is no simple, natural explanation. For the sun's light to just disappear while the sun is still there, it means the fundamental rules of the universe, as we understand them, are broken. We wouldn't just be fighting the cold, we'd be facing the fact that we know absolutely nothing.
I know this has been a pretty grim journey, but it does bring us to a final, pretty unsettling thought about our own reality. It's about taking this whole nightmare scenario and connecting it back to the one thing we all take for granted every single day.
And this, right here, is the core of it all. We live our lives with this absolute, unspoken certainty that tomorrow the sun will rise. Our schedules, our biology, our entire civilization is built on that one assumption. But it's only an assumption, based on what's happened before. The universe is vast, and it's strange, and it doesn't owe us anything. It definitely doesn't owe us a sunrise.
And that brings us to the very last question. If you woke up tomorrow to that impossible pitch-black morning, once the confusion wore off, once the fear kicked in, what would you actually do in those first 24 hours? What becomes the most important thing when the light goes out for good?